Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara, coming to you with our very first miracle. So let's just begin by taking a big, long, slow belly breath in, letting it out with a bit of sound, and let's do this several times. Bringing your awareness in as you breathe out through your mouth, just letting go of everything that's outside this moment. So I'm going to explain in more detail afterwards, but I'm basically going to do 100 miracles in 100 days and incorporate the effortless manifesting and awareness activation into it. So that's going to be a bit of a trip. If you don't know what that is, then please go back and watch the first video that's got the same picture in it. It's a bit longer, it's about 30 odd minutes long, because we're not going to do the full activation. We're really just going to do the quickie part of it. But I've also been guided to share many of the miracles that have happened for me and for my clients in the last 30 or 40 years, maybe a bit longer than that. And I could write them, but I'm partially dyslexic. And also because there is such profound healing encoded in my voice, that if you just listen to these and breathe deeply into your tummy and become aware of your heart and open your heart even more, you will receive the downloads that you require to help you become more connected to your divine source light. So let us begin, and we'll give some more details shortly. Just breathing in and taking awareness up to the sun, breathing out into the sun, connecting into that beautiful, beautiful source light from the sun that gives light and life to everything on earth, and just breathe that sunlight in. Straight down through your crown. Breathe it out into your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. And take the last 5% of the energy down through the lotus chakra on your feet into the core of Mother Earth. And bring that energy now back up from the core of Mother Earth. And breathe it out into your heart. And we're just going to do the quickie, effortless manifesting and awareness activation now to bring you all into alignment, and then we'll do miracle 1. So with your awareness on your body, we want you to toss your body and all your pain and gripes out the window now. Just breathe in and imagine you're plonking your body outside the window or in another room now. And as I mentioned, if you don't know what that is, please go back and listen to the very first activation with the same picture. Happened around the 6th, 7th of December. It might be the 6th, 5th overseas. Just take a big breath into your tummy and see how that feels now. And bring your awareness into your identity, your name, address, date of birth, all the things that define you, including your kids, cats, dogs, pets, family. Toss them all out the window too. Take a big breath in. See if you can notice a difference in your being. Next, we're going to toss out the window all of our feelings, especially those things we have strong feelings about, and all of our emotions. And anyone who's getting up and knows it as well at this moment, toss it all out the window or in the other room with your identity in your body. And take a big breath in. Now, bring your awareness into your conscious mind, your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, all of your thoughts and your brain, and toss them out the window as well. And just notice how you feel when all that's left inside of you is your awareness, your pure God source, your divine I am presence, your God Goddess within. And breathe into that. Activating your awareness in your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. And I want you to continue breathing deeply into that as I share with you our first miracle on day 1. As I mentioned, if you don't know what any of that means, just go back to the first post and listen to that. Because we're going to just eventually just call in awareness. So it might be a good idea to just understand what it is that we're doing and how you can use this extraordinary energy to manifest anything you want in your life. Breathing in. And you can return now your breath to in through the nose and out through the nose, if you so desire. When you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, it balances your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. That's very good for you. And just breathe all of this gorgeous light and love and energy from Source into your cells of your being. So my first miracle, well, there was probably a few before that when I was a child, but this is the first one that made me sit up and take notice. I was working in a company in Perth, in West Perth in Western Australia. I was a manager of one of the divisions of that company. And the staff from next door in the admin department came racing in and grabbed me because the admin manager was sick. She was grey. She was actually having a heart attack, but I didn't know she was having a heart attack, nor did they. They were all just standing around like stud mullets. I do remember that I placed my hands over her chest, and it felt like a truck was running over my arm. I do remember that, just to massage it and try and release some energy. But I was also like, who's called a family? Call the bloody family. Who's called the ambulance? Call the bloody ambulance, because she was so grey. The ambulance took about 20 minutes to get there. And when they got there, she wasn't so grey, which was a good thing because we were up on the first floor. And they would have had to try and stretcher her down the stairs had she not been able to walk. So she's taken to, I can't remember which hospital now, I think it was Charlie Gardner in Perth. So long ago now, it's nearly 40 years ago, maybe more than that. And I don't know if you know, but when you have a heart attack, they take a blood. And your blood, from the gases in the blood, they can tell if you've had a heart attack. And all her blood tests showed she'd had a massive heart attack and should have been dead or at least about to die. But all of the tests that they did on her heart over the coming days showed she had the heart functioning of someone in their early 20s, which was my age at the time. Now, I didn't know any of this. Honestly, if I'd known she was having a heart attack, I probably would have panicked like everybody else. But I just was massaging her chest and bossing people around, which double Librans are really good in chaos. And I'm really, really good when there's chaos. And so she's kept in hospital for 5 days doing tests. And eventually they come in and they say to her, look, all your blood tests show you've had a massive heart attack, but all your heart functioning tests show, they just tested her for 5 days, that you got the heart functioning of a 22-year-old. Can you tell us exactly what happened? So she told them about me placing my hands on her chest and relieving the pain. And this was in the days when they didn't throw you out of hospital because they needed the hospital bed. So she is discharged from hospital, and it's documented as a miracle so that she could leave hospital. I don't find any of this out until she comes back to work 5 weeks later. And it just shocks the hell out of me. You'd think I go, oh, wow, I found my life's calling. No, my darling family, bless them, we all choose, as powerful beings, always choose really interesting families to incarnate into. But I was regularly told that I was worthless and I'd never amount to anything. And all of this, that I'd stopped a woman dying of a massive heart attack, and it was documented as a miracle in the Charlie Gardner Hospital in Perth, was just like, so outside of everything that I'd ever been told about myself. So that's Miracle Wonder. There's more to that miracle. We might continue that on tomorrow. But that's where the journey began for me. And that's where if you just show up, I then went on to do like 15 years of study, got 4 foolscap pages of qualifications. But in the end, I was more messed up from all of that, trying to work it out. All you really need, because at the end of it, I screamed at God, if you don't help me, I'm going to find a gun and shoot myself. I might tell that miracle tomorrow. And, it's really just, if you just surrender to the greatness that is within you and begin to just notice where you don't feel that about yourself and breathe and step into that. God, I wish I had met someone like me 40 years ago, and I probably would have saved myself maybe 30 years of spiritual seeking, because you are an infinite, eternal, rich, abundant, gorgeous, gorgeous, sexy, radiant, beautiful, powerful beyond measure being of light. And if you focus your energy on that part of you, that's what wakes up. But if you focus on where you're broken and you need fixing, guess what? All you're going to find is brokenness and stuff that needs fixing. Because you are the powerful being of light. And what you see, the observer changes the molecules of that which they are observing. So you'll hear me say that a lot over the coming 100 days. Take a big breath in for me. Connecting into that awareness, into that God source, into that God goddess that you are within. And from here you can just go, show me what my extraordinary gifts, talents and abilities are, please. Make sure if you need to that you ground that energy through your feet, through the lotus chakra feet, through your root system and into earth, so you don't fly off. So many people here think that it's about leaving your body and ascending. Ascension is about you ascending within the body. So if you ever hear someone going, oh, they're going to beam you up, or a satellite's coming to get you, or whatever, spaceship's coming to get you, just run. They have no clue what they're talking about. It's about awakening the soul within you. And if you go to my Facebook page today, I shared an awesome post from somebody who just got it right. It's really just about your awakening, your God source being of light. You've always been within you. So now, just some technical things. We have to say to you that you only have permission to listen to these videos. I'll put it in the writing below as well. If you have read, fully understood, and agree with the terms and conditions and disclaimer on our website, www.elmaraseraphim.com. If you wish to make a PayPal donation, you may. You can do that. I think I'll just leave the link. I think you just use my email address, elmara@live.com.au, but I may be able to find a PayPal me link there somewhere and put that in if you'd like to do that. But this is a big thing, really. You know, this is my gift to humanity, because we're at such a powerful time of awakening, and the universe is seeking as many people to remember who they are as these new energies, as this year ends and the new energies come in. You could have your life just flipped around before the end of the year if you wanted to. But if you still feel that you need some help, we are actually looking to train between 10 and 20 odd people next year to become fifth dimensional healers. And it'll be a 22-week if we do that. And we may actually take on another 10 weeks if we have enough people interested, and train a handful of people to help people activate the fifth dimension within them, which is what you'll learn in the first 8 weeks of the course anyway, of the 22-week course. So we're just waiting for the people to come. There's more information about that in that first post. But if you feel like, oh my God, I would love to be able to create miracles like this, then you can go to my website, www.elmaraseraphim, S-E-R-A-P for Peter, H for Harry, I for Ink, M for Mary.com/contact. And fill out the contact form and tell us why you'd like to work with us. We're likely to send you back another questionnaire to answer some more thing if we get the nod from source. And we'll set up, or we might just do that in a discovery session, but you'll have a discovery session to see if this is the right next step for you. It is really quite advanced training. Spirit taught me to connect to the fifth dimension in 1997. So I've been hanging out in the fifth and the quantum and the 12th dimension, and with the Sirians, the Lyrians, the Arcturians, and all sorts of Seraphim angels, the cherubim angels. I've been hanging out with all sorts of extraordinary beings for a long, long time. And we will teach you to do that, and to teach you to activate your own unique spiritual gifts, talents and abilities. And if that appeals to you, it'll be either a 22 to a 33-week course, and we have been told that there's about 10 to 20 people coming to join us. So I do all the training. I do speak in we's, but the we's are me and my higher guidance team. There may be some people running around helping me set some stuff up, but I do all the training. It is not recorded. It is channeled exactly to the needs of the people that are in the training program, and I have always done my training this way. Okay. So let's just take a moment now to breathe some of that gorgeous, gorgeous energy in. And that's us done for the day, and I will come back to you tomorrow with a whole new fantastic miracle to share with you. More activation of your awareness. Just feel that for a moment. Breathe that awesome energy in. Activate your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. Okay, namaste, yes, Babo. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all, and bye for now.